YouTube, what is up? So the good folks over at Andar sent me their latest full oil grained waxed leather case. Of course it comes with MagSafe, but this one has a covered capture control. Now right now this comes in 3 different colors. This one's brown, it comes in jet black and camel tan. I'm going to leave a link down in the description. This will normally run you about $65, but if you use my link, you can save 15%. Now, I've always liked the Andar leather cases.
Leather case.
And speaking of cases, do you like cases? I like cases.
Love scotch.
I like to talk about cases, and you like to listen about cases, so why don't you go ahead and sub to the channel, smash that like button, and what do you say? Let's get into the Andar Aspen. So the Andar Aspen here, like I said, it's a full oil grain wax leather case. It is leather all the way around protection. It's got some nice cutouts for the USB-C and your speakers. I wanted to show you here, to take it off. It takes a little bit of effort to, pop that on there, to pop it off of there. Not so much effort putting it on as it is to taking it off. But I wanted to show you on the inside, they have this nice felt lining on the inside for the back of the phone, and the buttons are also closed off with a little bit of felt lining in the buttons. And of course, you have the capacitive button here for the capture control. And you have a little bit of branding, the full grain leather. And look, it's for look at that, the 16 Pro Max. So let's go ahead and weigh this case. Putting it on my scale here on grams, it weighs 39 grams, which for a leather case that's got metal buttons and metal around the camera area, that's pretty light. So let's go ahead and put the iPhone 16 Pro Max in to the Aspen leather case. Don't want to talk to Siri because it's Siri. Maybe next iteration it'll be a little smarter. But it fits in there nice. It doesn't take too much effort. The ends, they aren't coming out at all. It's nice. Got dusty Oklahoma. The fit around the phone, it's hardly coming out at all. Even around the bottoms, around the buttons, and everything like that, it's good and it's snug in there. Now, as far as the buttons go, they're good and responsive buttons. They got some good click and capture button, and of course the sleep to wake clickiness. Clicky, tactile, nice buttons. But if there was one thing, maybe the buttons, they seem a little sharp. Nothing major, but I don't know, make them a little bit rounder if I had a wish list for Andar. Now let's go over the capture control here, and let's go ahead and bring in my little Han Solo Lego guy here. It's good, it's responsive. The double click is nice as well to pick cameras and zooms and depth and what have you, and gliding back and forth. It doesn't really stutter or anything like that. Very nice. Now the only thing that I've kind of noticed when I go to use capture control is that sometimes it takes, I don't know if warming up is the right word for it. Sometimes when you go into, to try to get to your double taps and whatnot, it doesn't seem to come up right away. But it seems like if you have the button warmed up, get the button a little warm, after that, double tap and everything work just fine. Now the feel in the hand is nice. You've got some rounded edges on the side, so nothing, cutting into your palm or anything. Got a little Andar branding there. It is a leather case, so it is a little bit on the slippy side, but it's not too bad. I've had slippier in my hands. We got any back tap? Should have it set to back tap, right? Back tap. Yeah, back tap. So let's pop it back in. So back tap. Let's try it again. Oh, back tap. Now the screen and camera protection on the Aspen, it's a little shallow on the screen protection. Now I do have a screen protector on my phone. The screen looks like it's coming up a little bit, but it is shallow, but you should be okay when you go to set your phone down. And the same with the camera protection. That's also a little bit on the shallower side, but you know, you should be okay when you go to set your phone down. So, how about those magnets? I've got my magnet paper here, and it's coming through pretty good. There's not, you know, too much bleed or anything like that. You got your 3 lines coming down for the dewdrop. In the past, you know, that's something that they could, you know, work on is the magnets. But, you know, we got to, you know, see if it charges and do a little shake test. So I have my 160 gram weighted charger here. Let's see if it charges. And it charges. Checking on that dewdrop. Let's see what kind of resistance. There's a little bit, but I think it might have to do a little bit with the leather itself. You do hear the magnets kind of clicking and saying hi to each other, but there's no real resistance.
The resistance? What?
So let's go on to the shake test. What are we looking at here? So you got light, small, little medium shakeage. Medium to hard shakeage. Woo! So yeah, medium to hard. Let's see, flip it around here. Medium to hard shakeage. Yeah. I forgot the magnetic wallet test with the Mag by Andar with the Aspen. That just goes to show you that batch recording is a young man's game.
Aha!
So I've got the Aspen here and the Mag wallet. Boom, it goes on there. Nice. And let's see. Get a little bit of a push. But, you know, it's on there. It takes a little effort. So, you know, you give it a little shake. And it's not going anywhere. Now, what was I saying? But all in all, for a fine leather case, I've always dug the Aspens. Now, let's just say that you're looking for a thinner case, maybe, you know, with the capture control button. Binks, they make a great Kevlar case. I got a video for them right here if you want to check them out. Guys, thanks for stopping by. Peace and love.